A far right gaining strength around Europe, including in the run-up to European Parliament elections. And the question in Israel, is that a good or a bad thing? Those who hint that it's a good thing, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has carefully cultivated far-right allies like Italy's Matteo Salvini, like Hungary's Viktor Orban. The Israeli argument in favor of the far right, it supports Israel on issues important to Israel, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And far-right governments often vote that way inside the European Union, giving Israel an important diplomatic advantage.
The State of Israel maintains diplomatic relations with well over 150 countries in the international community. If Israel had to make a long list of all of the human rights violations of every one of those 150 countries, Israel would have diplomatic relations with itself and only itself.
There is another side. The beneath the sheep's clothing of voting for pro-Israeli positions is a far right that is latently anti-Semitic.
Israel has interests not just for its own state, but a certain responsibility also for the Jewish people. And I think that supporting parties that have anti-Semitic trends or anti-Semitic elements within them is irresponsible, even if they are friends of Israel.
For those with this view, the best argument is Poland, where the government is focused on Holocaust history in a way that has led to a rift with Israel, and where anti-Semitic protesters have taken to the streets, not supported by the government, but maybe encouraged by a general climate. A fraught debate in Israel, to be continued after election results are in.